Okay, got it. Okay, great.
Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy, the crazy Pulpwood queen, because we have a crazy opening keynote speaker. Her books always make me laugh out loud, hard. And we have author Marilyn Simon Rothstein with us today. Give her a big round of applause. Yay! I'm going to put her on speaker view because I want you all to know that the first time that I met her or spoke to her, I've been laughing ever since. We talk all the time throughout the year. She keeps me going, but she's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and then we're going to have question and answer time. Of course, she's got a new book coming up that we're very excited about. So Marilyn, take it away.
Hello, Kathy, Mandy, everybody in Pulpwood.
Yay!
Now I'm going to get dressed. There I am. So I met Kathy 2 years ago in Texas, and I will never forget that day. I was wearing a silver tiara, a really nice one. I ordered on Amazon for $1.99. At the time, I wondered why it was so inexpensive, less than all the other tiaras, and soon I had my answer. When I wore it, the headband crushed the sides of my head until I figured out this tiara was made for a child. I also wore a hot pink shedding boa and a leopard print blazer. My pants were black because I'm from New York and all my pants are black. In fact, if I'm in a colorful mood, I wear dark navy. So in Jefferson, Texas, I ate my first country fried steak, which I was told was a steak fried in the country. Also, I was on a panel led by the book maven Sue Peterson. Kathy styled Sue's hair as we spoke about our books to hundreds of readers. Kathy is big on books, but Sue will tell you that Kathy is even bigger on hair. I became a published author at 63, which is amazing because I am not a day older than 33. When I took my author picture, I intended to use it forever because I didn't think I would look any younger the next time I wrote a book. And I was right. Look, you are only as old as you feel, and I choose not to feel. And honestly, I have thought about plastic surgery, but really, why would I want to look like Jane Fonda? Besides, there are a lot of advantages of being my age. For example, acne is no longer a problem. Well, it's January, so let's talk about resolutions. Until I became a published author, I made the same 2 resolutions every year. Number 1, you'll never believe this. I resolved that I will lose weight. Original, I know. I have resolved this every year since I was born, weighing 7 pounds and thinking I was fat. Maybe I thought I was fat because when my mother handed me a bottle of baby formula, she said, "Keep drinking that and you're going to blow up." There was so much sweet and low in the house I grew up in, my mother painted the kitchen pink to keep up the color scheme. Back to the resolutions. The truth is, I start a diet every Monday. I have never started a diet on another day of the week. I have never started a diet in the middle of the day. What would be the point? I had already eaten something. It's the 3rd week of January and I've started a diet 3 times. I tried the paleo diet, but I ran out of dinosaur. I went to Florida and I searched for the South Beach diet. Notice I don't resolve to exercise. I would like to hike the Appalachian Trail, all 2,000 miles. Instead, I think I will hike up my driveway to get the mail. Hopefully, there won't be any packages. I hate to carry. When I speak at book conventions, people always ask me, Why don't you become a stand-up comedian? That's easy. I hate to stand up. My second resolution every year was to publish a book. I procrastinated for decades, and that was before I had the help of social media. Honestly, I would give up Facebook for Instagram, but I look terrible in photographs. For 25 years, I owned an advertising agency in Connecticut while dreaming of my name on the cover of a book. If I got published, I wouldn't even care anymore that I wasn't thin. Okay, maybe I'd care a little. If I got published, I would have loads of free time because I wouldn't have to think about not being published. One day, it occurred to me that to publish a book, I had to write a book. Once I wrote the book, I came to find out it was probably easier for me to diet than to find a literary agent. An agent represents the author, pitching the manuscript to acquiring editors she knows and takes to lunch. After sending my first novel, Lift and Separate, out, and following every rule in the handbook I found in the library, I decided the rules weren't working for me. For example, the handbook recommends contacting one literary agent at a time and waiting for a response before approaching another agent. But at my age, I didn't think I had that much time left. I know it's asking a lot, especially of the writers who are here, but do the math. You know, math, the subject I failed in high school. If you email one agent at a time and each agent holds on to the query letter for 6 months, sending to 12 agents could take 6 years. I decided I would hand deliver my entire printed manuscript to 5 agents who I thought would like my book based on their backgrounds. Yes, I would go to New York City and present the manuscripts. That used to be called doing something in person. You actually see someone face to face. If you're really brave, you might even shake hands. I was in the Big Apple and about to lose my nerve when my husband, Alan, mentioned he was going to Greenwich Village, and I remembered that 4 of the 5 agents had offices nearby. I asked him to drop off the manuscripts. Now, you need to know something about my husband. If his life story was the name of a book, it would be Martini, anyone? My life story would be, I can't wait to take my bra off. Alan's glass is full and I don't have a glass. He hasn't had COVID and yet all of his tests have come back positive. So when Alan returned after having dropped off the manuscripts, I was surprised to see his downcast face. He was less than enthusiastic. What happened, I asked. Well, he said, there is at least one agent you are never going to hear from. Thoroughly disappointed, I asked how he knew that. Well, he said, the reason you are not going to hear from that agent is very simple. I said, what's the reason? And Alan said, he died 3 weeks ago. I had one more copy of the manuscript left. The agent's address was in New Jersey. I was not going to drive to New Jersey because who knows what condition this agent was in. So I mailed the manuscript. 1 week later, I received a call from Joelle Del Borgo. She wanted to represent me. Not only is she alive, she's a great agent. I got a 2-book deal with Lake Union Publishing, who is now publishing my 3rd book. I want to thank Kathy and Mandy for inviting me to speak at this party. Rock those tiaras, meet the readers, meet the authors, make this experience one for the books. Thank you.
Kathy, you're muted.
Okay, Marilyn, I want to say there's not been a moment in my life where I've ever been with you where I don't laugh hard. I mean, laugh. And all I know is during this time of COVID, we needed somebody to kick off our book club convention that would have us laughing and instead of crying that we have been, because we've lost so many family and friends. But life is about living, and honey, you make it so great for us when we read your stories. Now you've got 2 books out, and I want you to tell us, the titles of those 2 books first, and then I have another question for you. So tell us all about your first 2 books.
Okay, you're not going to believe this. I have them here. I just carry them everywhere I go. And not only that, I put them on mugs.
Oh,
So anyway,
yay! I need one of those along with I've got Mandy's, but I need yours. Okay.
Okay, so the first book, Lift and Separate, is the book I was telling the story about how I finally got an agent. And Lift and Separate is about Marcy, whose husband is the bra king. And after 33 years of marriage, he leaves her, and she has to learn how to fix her life by picking up her own lacy straps. The second book, which you can read alone, you don't have to read 2 books, but honestly, if you read both books, I do a lot better. So I prefer you read both. But this is a standalone as well as a continuation of Marcy's story, in which Marcy is divorcing Harvey at the same time she's planning her daughter's wedding, which, if any of you have planned weddings for daughters, you know how much fun that is without dealing with an almost ex-husband. So anyway, that's what Husbands and Other Sharp Objects is about. I know a lot about planning weddings because I have 2 daughters, and one of them decided that her wedding was not going to be more than 75 people. And that's a problem because at my house, we have more than 75 people for Thanksgiving. So I knew a lot about that, and a lot of it is in the book, and it's just a really fun story. Those are the first 2 books.
Great. Hang on. One other thing I wanted to talk about was you have been all this year working on a crazy new book, which is why I dress really crazy with my birdcage tiara. You have a new book, and has Mandy gotten on yet? Yes, Mandy's here.
Yes.
We have a really great privilege, you all, because the cover has just been revealed to Marilyn, and we're the first to have the cover shown to us in the big reveal. So as Mandy's getting that up, Marilyn, tell us the title of your new book coming out this spring.
My new book, which is coming out in May and is now being revealed to you, is called Crazy to Leave You.
All right, great.
Yay!
Hold on, I had it. Shoot.
I do things. Do
I
stretches.
love it. And when I saw it for the first time, I thought it really ties into your other 2 books too, besides having a great cover. And I love the little driving things, those were really cute. Here it comes again. Crazy to Leave You. Don't you see? Isn't it wonderful? We got the guys driving and the girl in the back seat. I love it. Good job. Thank you for the big reveal to the Pulpwood Queens and Timber guys. Yay!
Yay.
There was only one place to reveal, and that was with my friend Kathy Murphy.
Oh my gosh, Marilyn. I just wish we lived closer. Avon, Connecticut's a bit of a drive from Holly Lake Ranch, Texas,
Well, like I said yesterday to you, if I wished we lived closer, because I would have come over and bothered you while you were busy.
You wouldn't have bothered me. Because, I never get company. I have 3 cats that are sick of me. So if you came in, they would just go, help us, please. This woman never talks. And then you guys see me on this and you go, she never stops talking. So, but I have been alone for 2 years, so you have no idea what it is to hear your voice. Somebody is talking in the background. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm trying to get to them. I can't.
I couldn't see who it was.
They're either
It's
on
Billy
the phone
Brinkley.
or something, but it's you guys, if you're on the phone, please leave the room or take the call later or something. Okay, so Marilyn,
Yeah.
I know a little
Yes,
bit
I'm
more
still
about
here.
your background, and you graduated from NYU, correct?
Yes, I did.
And what
I
was
did.
the first thing you did when you got out of college?
The first thing I did when I got out of college was I got a job with 17 magazine as a gopher, so to speak.
Right.
And then I worked my way up into being a writer at 17. And I wrote about beauty. And in fact, I wrote Dear Beauty Editor. So never, ever believe anything you read in the magazine, because this is what you'll wind up looking like. So please be careful about that. And following that, I got into the...
Oh, she's froze. Just a minute. Wait
He's
for it.
frozen.
You're frozen. Hang on. Well, I'll just keep talking. Anyway, Marilyn, can you believe she wrote for 17 magazine? How many of you, raise your hand, just voraciously read 17 magazine when you were that age? I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. It was so, and so I was just like, I'm always amazed when I have authors here of what they have done in their previous lives or even what they do in their jobs. Marilyn's still frozen for some reason. But I remember I had Bill Dedman, who called me right before Girlfriend Weekend. He was an MSNBC reporter. And he said, there's a problem. I just took a new job and it coincides with starting, coming to your weekend. I'll be there, but, it's going to be. And I go, so Bill, I go, what's your new job? He goes, I'm the editor of Newsweek magazine. I'm going, oh my God, who knew? But I've had Pulitzer Prize winners, Nobel Peace Prize nominees. I've had so many people that I don't even know it until I have them at this weekend. So I'm going to be asking all of you, and I want you to jump in. And if you've got a great story about something you did, where did Marilyn go? Did we lose her? She's probably trying to get back on.
Yeah, she probably.
She probably had to get
while
off.
she's waiting to get back on, I'll tell you the story. My first job was nothing to do with reading. Well, it actually was, because my first job was I was the lifeguard at the Eureka Country Club in Eureka, Kansas. So if nobody was in the pool, I had my nose stuck in a book. But unfortunately, when they were in the
Y'all
water,
just hoped
I
y'all were
couldn't
good
read.
swimmers if Kathy was on.
What'd you say?
You're a good swimmer if you were on.
Oh man, I am a great swimmer because fat floats. And I'm telling you, I wasn't fat in those days. But anyway, I have a great story. Leslie Lear posted a photo of when she wrote a Boob's Life in her book. And I said, oh my God, Leslie, I had that same bathing suit. Is that a yellow velour bathing suit from Sears? And it was, you guys. That was one of my bathing suit was a yellow velour. I bought all my clothes from Sears in high school in their sales, a circular catalog. So that's where my family went, which I thought was uptown because it wasn't Montgomery Ward's. So anyway, did we get Marilyn back?
I haven't seen her yet.
All right. Well, since she's not back, does anybody have any questions for Marilyn? Because I know a lot about her.
Kathy, can I say something?
Gabby, is that you? Who's talking?
Christine Nolfi talking.
Okay, yeah.
If some of
Before
us
you say anything, announce your name so I know who it is. Okay, go ahead, Christine.
I'm Christine Nolfi, The Passing Storm.
Yeah.
If some of us stop our video, it may let Marilyn log back on.
It's supposed to be set up. It's probably she's having connection problems there. This is set up so that we can have,
Well,
hundreds
that's
of.
what Christine's saying though, is that it might not pull so much bandwidth or whatever if
Exactly.
we're not all,
Right.
Yeah.
And then we could
Okay.
try to all come back in once Marilyn is in.
Okay, that sounds like a
Well,
good plan.
and
And if you
Kathy-
have any other, I've been told if you have any other windows open up on your computer, shut them. That helps too. So,
Yes, absolutely.
Kathy, I have a question for you.
yes, Susan.
I have to pop out. Hi, everybody. It's
Hi.
great to see everybody. I have to pop out because of my podcast at 10, which is
Okay.
will be it. So just so you know, I've got the podcast today and tomorrow at the same time. So I just want you to know that. It's not that I don't love you.
That's fine. We know people are going to be popping. A lot of us
Okay.
have real jobs. You know, I have a little sign that says, don't quit your day job, authors. I believe that. So I am, I see you, Regina. That's the first time I've seen you. Welcome. Welcome to the Pulpwood Queens. I'm looking for other new faces that I may not have welcomed on before, but I think we're doing good. So any other questions about anything to do with Marilyn's books? I'll be glad to answer them until we can get her back on. Anybody have anything or any comments they want to ask about anything to do today?
I can just say one thing about Marilyn's books, and that is that I'm very lucky because she asked me to proofread.
Who's talking?
It's Gabby. I'm sorry, Gabby.
Oh, Gabby, go ahead,
Yeah.
Gabby.
And she asked me to proofread her latest book because, as you know, it's always hard for the author to spot their own, not necessarily her mistakes, but sometimes the typesetting goes a little wonky. And so I can tell you that it's another great fun book, and it's about three sisters, all of whom have different issues, all of them so relatable. I don't know which sister I wanted to be, but I can tell you the minute it comes up for pre-order it, because it's great. It's another fun read. And it's not a sequel, it's a standalone. Well, so far, although I told her I thought she needed a sequel for it. So I'm hoping that the next book will continue the third book. Anyway, that's all I have to contribute to that.
Thank you for sharing that. I got the manuscript, so I got to read it beforehand. And as always, I was laughing out loud. You know, books can make you cry and have lots of different emotions, but the hardest thing for people to pull off is to make you laugh out loud and hard. I mean, I have a friend on Facebook that runs this thing called Cool Women, Susan Sessa, and she puts up posts that I'll just spit my coffee everywhere. I'm telling you, I love people that can make me laugh. So anybody else? Oh, look, I see a pooch, Janet. Who you got there with you?
This is Biggie.
Hi, Biggie. You're going to see
Gotta
a
get his
lot
yellow
of animals.
raincoat on because it's always raining in the Northwest.
You are going to see a lot of animals during this thing because between
yes.
Andy and I, we have 6. She has 3 dogs and I have 3 cats, and they're constantly knocking at the door to go out and come back in. Oh, and Joanne, what's your pooch?
It's Dixie.
Hi, Dixie.
Oh,
What a
Dixie,
cutie.
how cute.
This
She's
is
a
really
shy
cute. And
pooch.
Julie Valerie has a doggie in her picture.
I did Dixie's DNA. She's a Chai Poo Shih Tzu.
Oh,
my
wow.
God. I don't know what that is, but it's cute. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. It's really a cute, lovable little, look at that, Mandy.
this
Oh, and Susan. Susan,
is
oh,
Joey.
you have a beautiful dog too.
He's precious. He's Joey. He's a poodle Westie mix.
Oh,
He's a rescue. I've only had him for I think what, 6 months now, Joe? 6 months.
Well,
And,
there you go. It loves you. It loves you.
I love him.
Kathy, this
Yes,
is
Betty.
Betty. We need to remind everyone about the auction.
Oh,
since
right,
we're at
everybody.
since we're at a place where we can.
In fact, Mandy's got some photos. What I was going to say is if you go to the Pulpwood Queen Presents her pics page and go to events, The silent auction is there, and you just have to read very carefully to click on it. And then all the author autographed things are donated, and there's some fabulous things. In fact, on the next noon break, I've got to get on there and get my bid going for something that I really, really want. There's some amazing art. There's books. There's a tour of the Low Country by golf cart that is too cool. If you ever go to the Pat Conroy Center, this would be a great thing to win, so you can make that trip there. There's a lot of beautiful clothing. There's eatables. There's absolutely fabulous macaroons from France from Patricia Sands. And then I think Mary Sharif, Boop's Road Trip, has donated goodies for like a road trip. Fabulous goodies, I might add. And then the Pulpwood Queen has donated a 2023 package along with swag. You'll get a pair of our new high top tennis shoes, a t-shirt, a book bag, a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna contact the winner and get their sizes, because I want to send you, aren't these the cutest shoes ever? Thank you, Mandy Haynes. Anyway,
Kathy, this is Sherry. I put the link up to the
oh, good,
in the chat as well. Sure.
Thank
Okay,
you.
here's Marilyn.
We have
Marilyn's coming
Marilyn
back in.
Okay, Marilyn's back. She's coming on board. Marilyn, this is gonna happen.
Yep.
Marilyn.
Yeah.
I clicked her in. I don't know where she went. Marilyn.
It said joining.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, well, we'll.
Kathy,
Yep.
I'm
you
back.
there she is. There she
The
is.
internet completely blew in my house.
Oh
God,
no.
what'd you do?
I panicked.
Don't panic.
Because this wasn't very important to me, just showing the cover of my new book. I mean, that I worked on for 3 years.
Oh,
I mean,
we got it.
how
We
important
got
can
it.
that be?
Well, where are you? Did it come back on?
I grabbed my iPad, and my iPad worked because my iPad's on my phone. I'm so
Oh.
untechnical. I thought I was going to blow up the house, but
Oh my
here I
God.
am. Wait a
Well,
minute.
I've been talking about you since you've been gone. So now you're
Everybody-
back.
the minute,
So
the
you can
minute I
talk
leave
about
the
me.
room, the minute I leave the room, you talk about me.
I know.
It was all good.
I know so much about you that I've been sharing. I just
Yeah?
really think I think it's really funny. She posted pictures of the Queen with her crown on and everything, and she goes, and what was it you said, Marilyn, in that post?
Oh, that you don't have to belong to Pulpwood to wear a crown.
Well, when I read it, you don't have to belong to Pulpwood to wear a bra, because
Yes.
every time I think about Marilyn, I think about that hilarious story of Lift and Separate about the bra king, and the husband runs off with who?
The husband ran off in Lift and Separate. The husband runs off with a 22-year-old 38 G or something. She sort of walks, she walks bended over. She walks bended over.
It just her books just crack me up. But Gabby was talking about editing.
I love Gabby. Gabby has a new memoir out. It's coming out in May.
She just joined and all this stuff, and I shared it on our group page and everything. And so she's been talking about you too.
She's been talking behind my back also?
Yes.
Oh.
I just told them a little bit about your book.
Not that I panicked. Gabby knows how untechnological I am. So she knows I was probably shaking, which I was. But I'm back. Would you like me to read a little bit from my a little paragraph from my new book?
I would love it. I would love it.
Okay, here goes. Okay, so in my new book is about a 40-year-old advertising professional who gets left at the altar, and she sort of loses the guy, and then she's got to find herself after that. So anyway, after her best friends are all trying to help her. And her girlfriend calls her because she wants her to go to the reunion for their summer camp. And Lauren Leo, my main character, is just not interested in doing something like that, considering that she had been recently left at the altar and was trying to pull herself together. So her friend Kate calls. The Monday before the reunion, Kate reached out again. Now you have to go, she insisted. Why is that? I asked, thinking about the reunion. Jillian was going to be my roommate, Kate said, but she has to cancel. She can't get a refund and said you could go in her place. I'm staying in main house, so if you don't go, I'll have a stranger in my room. Kate, it's not as though they are putting a stranger in your bed. Besides, you like strangers. At happy hours, not when I'm turning over and waking up. Why is Jillian canceling? I hope she's not sick, I said. Jillian has to fly to Los Angeles on business. Business? She's a psychotherapist. Someone is suicidal and he's waiting for her to get there.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that little tidbit. You guys, for those that you can pre-order the book. We do have a Pulpwood Queen bookshop on our site that you can order any book. And I know Main Street Reads, who Sherry's up next. She has created a bookshop, and we both sides benefit independent bookstores. And we just hope that all of you, instead of going to the big box chains, will support our stores. So anyway, type in contact information, and that's great. So thank you for sharing your new book. I can't wait till we get to discuss it and read it, and it's going to be wonderful, Marilyn. So anything else that is just burning desire to tell to any of your readership out here?
Well, just that this,
go ahead.
well, just that this new book is all new characters and an all new place with the same author. That's my trick, to keep the author the same and change the characters. So I hope you'll all pre-order it, because pre-order is my favorite word. I love the word pre-order. And really, as I told you before, when I was in advertising, I decided to write books because I knew that I could certainly make less money doing that. So I hope you'll help me out. In any case, Kathy, I love you so much.
I do too. Anybody have a last question for Marilyn this morning? I'm losing my voice.
Well, I have one. I have a question for Marilyn.
Okay, go ahead.
Marilyn, will you, this is Susan Wingate. Will you be on my show? You are hysterical. I would love it. I have a.
Oh, I would love to be on your show.
Oh, would you really? I would love that. It's called Dialogue Between the Lines. It's been running for 11 years, and I would just love it. My email address is susan@susanwingate.com. That easy. So shoot me a note, and I'd love to, or you know, I can find you too, but I would love to have you on the show.
Well, I would love to be on the show, and I will see you there.
Yay!
And thank you.
You're welcome. You're great.
Thank you, Susan. You know, I think every author here would like to be on your show.
I would love that. I would love that.
But she is our keynote. We bow to the queen. We
Bow, good. Now, if
Thank
only
you.
my children would bow. I want my children to bow.
I know.
Bow, children.
You need to give them tiaras, Marilyn. If you make them
Yeah.
princesses, they'll
No, they
bow.
think they're kings. They don't think they think they're kings. Okay.
Marilyn, this is Sherry at Main Street Reads. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So I have a question for you. Will you be doing a live book tour at all?
I am so hoping to be doing a live book tour, because that means COVID will go away, you know?
Right.
So I'm just thinking, you know, all the karma should come together that COVID goes away the day before I have to do the live book tour.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Or
There
a
you
day
go.
sooner would be fine too.
All right, well, come to the Southeast because there's a lot of Pulpwood Queen clubs down here. There's a lot of stores that would support you, so do it.
Rika,
Thank
let's
you,
get
and thank you for
connected.
supporting Pulpwood.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that would be so awesome. And
Kathy?
you know, where you have, yes, Betty.
I need to ask Marilyn if she'll do an Ollie class. She would definitely have them rolling in the aisles. Right,
I'm-
Mandy?
You know, there is
They would
nothing
love
I
her.
won't do.
There's
And
nothing
there's
she
nothing
you
won't
won't
do.
do.
You
Oh,
heard
no.
it
There's nothing
live.
I won't do. I'll do anything.
You heard
I'm
it
gonna
live
go
at
to the
Girlfriend
swag
Weekend.
shop and make some underwear. Some little.
There's my savior, Mandy. Every time I'm with you, I have a technological problem.
Oh, your Mandy's our
funny.
lifesaver. She is. She is.
Yeah, she is.
That is great. Well, we are, how are we doing on time, everybody?
10
We're getting
minutes.
close. Okay. Well, I just want to say, now you know why I talk to Marilyn throughout the year. I mean, whenever I feel like I need, you know, refill on my antidepressants, I just call Marilyn because she gets my spirits back up. She is absolutely one of the funnest people to be with in the world. And I'm so glad I met you, Marilyn. We're friends for life, right?
From the minute we met, I knew. And the minute we met, I knew that this is it. You know, I'm going to marry her, I said.
Well, I'm single.
Well,
I'm staying
she could
that
be a
way.
new
I'm staying
cousin.
that way, people. Okay.
I could
So,
be Betty's cousin.
Anybody
Yeah,
else
that's
want to
right.
throw anything in?
I just want her as a new cousin.
A new cousin?
I'm Betty, I'm
We're
your
making
cousin.
book
I'm
family.
Okay,
Book
all
family
right.
reunion. It's awesome. And
I have
listen,
to tell you something, Kathy.
Yeah.
I kind of said this cousin thing because, and it's kind of in relation to Tawana. I don't know how many people know this, but Tawana's nephew is my step nephew. And so the first time I went to Girlfriend Weekend, we became friends on Facebook, and I get this message from Tawana, and she goes, "How do you know Trey Anderson?" And I went, "Well, he's my step nephew." And she goes, "That's my nephew." And I went, "Well, dang, we're family." And so from then on, we just said we had a family reunion every January. So
oh my God, who needs Kevin Bacon? We're 6 degrees from Pulpwood Queen. That's all
right.
it is. 6 degrees from Pulpwood Queen. Oh, anyway.
Kathy, I just want to say for the people here who have never been to Pulpwood live,
gosh,
you need to go. I've gone one time. I was in Jefferson, and it carried me through the pandemic, the memories and the fun. And I just hope that when we're able to meet again, everyone here on video will make take the opportunity to come meet everyone in person, because it is such a party.
It really is, and you can't explain it. If you will go to my YouTube channel, there's lots of videos, and just Google Pulpwood Queen Girlfriend Weekend. You'll see us dancing at the ball. One of my Pulpwood Queens shared highlights from the 2020 ball where we're dancing, and that was pretty cool. But you do have to train to attend a live event because it's called sleep deprivation. And I actually trained for this because Mandy and I have we've been trying to go to bed early every night so that we can be rested up, so that we can start at 3 a.m. like we did this morning to run through Sunday night. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what Mandy was thinking, but I think we're going to make it because this is so much fun seeing all of you. When we have any discussion from now on, if you want to ask anything, oh my God, Susan, that tiara, I want it. That's fabulous. It's branches. Say your name so I can find you. And because I'm still learning some of the new faces and everything. So I've got you down. I won't forget that tiara. It reminds me of a deer. So anyway, and I love deer because I live in the woods. But anyway, we are going, any last words for your new big fan base, Marilyn?
I hope you all have a wonderful, healthy,
Happy New Year. And that next year at this time, we're all meeting in person.
Oh, yeah.
And the last thing I just like to say is, because you can only see us from here up, everybody take off your bra. It's okay.
Already done.
Okay? I mean,
I'm in.
who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Sorry, guys.
Just
I'm sure
don't
I've
stand
embarrassed
up.
everybody half to death, but anyway, we're gonna end
Oh,
this
wait a minute,
meeting.
Kathy, if I took off my bra, everyone would see it, believe me. This is not something invisible.
If I took off my bra, mine wouldn't have any neck wrinkles.
Oh my
And
God.
Kathy, Betty again,
Yes.
you and Mandy never sleep. So who are you kidding that y'all practice this?
I swear to God, we're related we're soul sisters, because
I don't know how you do all that you do, both of you, and
well,
sleep.
she's just a younger version of me and
I agree.
prettier, a lot prettier, so the first time I heard her voice, I said, oh my God, who is this? And she's got a voice that would charm a snake. I mean, you're amazing, Mandy, everything you do. So, and you two are, Marilyn, we love you. We can't wait for your book.
Mwah.
Shall we show that book one more time?
Oh
Mandy?
yeah, definitely show it a few thousand more times.
Order it from our
I
website.
want everybody to frame my cover and put it in their house.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I had to.
Make sure it's big, Mandy.
Okay,
Get
okay,
it really
okay.
big, really big.
Okay.
We've
Dang.
got a lot of graphics up to show this weekend, so it takes a few minutes to show it, but we want to leave with this cover.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Give me a sec.
Which? Have we shown your cover, Marilyn?
No, they're going to show it again because they love me.
We do.
And because it is a cool cover.
Thank you.
In fact, I may hook a rug. Hook a rug in my house with that. I don't know how to do that. I'm just messing with it. But anyway,
I'm having mouse issues. I'm going over to the bookshop.
There's Ruthie. Hi, Ruthie. I love your tiara. I've got my bird cage on because I'm just about as crazy as that. Here it is.
There it is. There it is.
Wow.
Crazy to leave you.
Crazy to leave you.
I want to
love it.
kiss it. Can I kiss it?
Yes, you can. We'll all kiss it. And
Everybody
It's
kiss
an
my
email,
cover.
Isn't
it
did you send me-
beautiful?
Marilyn, did you send me signed book plates?
I did. I don't think I did because I'm cheap. No, I didn't. I forgot. I forgot.
Well,
I
send
will.
me some. So anybody
Okay.
that orders it, if you'll send me the receipt, I'll send you a signed book plate. So, I collect autographs. I have 5 books of them. So that's one of the other things I donated for the Pat Conroy auction. Okay, everybody, you have time to go and bid. We're going to leave for now. Marilyn, kiss, kiss. I
Mwah.
love you. And we'll see you guys back for Sherry Staunch of Main Street Reads and her wonderful authors. So we'll be back in just a few. Bye, everybody. See you. I love you, Marilyn. I love you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Bye.